The High Court will hear arguments the week of April 22nd and could release a decision by the end of June. Trump was charged with interference in the 2020 election for actions related to January 6th. His legal team argues he can't face prosecution for actions taken while president.
The president has to have immunity.
But an appeals court rejected the immunity argument. The Supreme Court announcement comes as the former president moves closer to locking down the Republican nomination for president.
The court's action puts the trial of Trump on hold pending the outcome of its case, but the court suggested it will move quickly.
This comes as a nemesis of the former president, Republican Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, the longest-serving Senate leader in history, says he'll step down from the position in November.
Father Time remains undefeated. I'm no longer the young man sitting in the back, hoping colleagues would remember my name. It's time for the next generation of leadership.
McConnell said he plans to serve out his Senate term, which ends in January 2027. McConnell's legacy of transforming the federal judiciary will last for a generation. During the Trump administration, McConnell's Senate confirmed 3 conservative Supreme Court justices and more than 200 lower court judges. And he blocked a possible liberal majority on the Supreme Court under President Obama by preventing a hearing for Supreme Court nominee Merrick Garland. That led to landmark Supreme Court decisions overturning Roe v. Wade, striking down affirmative action, and protecting religious freedom against gay rights. But McConnell hinted he realizes his leadership may no longer be welcome in a Republican Party dominated by Donald Trump.
Believe me, I know the politics within my party at this particular moment in time. I have many faults. Misunderstanding politics is not one of them.
McConnell and Trump reportedly haven't spoken in more than 3 years. McConnell refused to go along with Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election and blamed him for January 6.
There's no question, none, that President Trump is practically and morally responsible for provoking the events of the day.
The 82-year-old McConnell was at times a thorn in the side of both right and left, which he acknowledged in announcing his decision.
I still have enough gas in my tank to thoroughly disappoint my critics, and I intend to do so with all the enthusiasm with which they've become accustomed.
The Supreme Court will also rule on whether states can ban Donald Trump from the ballot. Wednesday, Illinois became the 3rd state to do so. Hurd, CBN News.